welcome everyone to this edition of the Complete Unnecessary Podcast for Tuesday, April 24th. 2 weeks from my birthday.
2 weeks.
2018. This is Ian Ferguson.
2 weeks.
I'm Pat Contry. We got some stuff going on.
We do,
don't we? We got an update on the Billy Mitchell stuff with Twin Galaxies.
That's right.
We got a Mega Drive Mini. It's revolutionary.
Sure is.
We got a Neo Geo Mini. We got a second Venom trailer. We got a Scumbag Star of the Week. We got Patreon Q&A going on.
Do we have anything else mini going on?
We got Mini in my pants.
Oh.
All
right.
We got Q&A.
Okay.
So, Ian.
Yes.
The Deadpool trailer, the final one came out. We don't like talking about trailers that much, but it's in the intro, whatever. They don't do good for us in the SEO because they come out like 2 weeks after the trailer. For trailer reactions to be successful on YouTube, they got to come out within like 30 minutes of when the trailer comes out.
That's right.
People got to look for me. Like, I'm on Twitter. I need 18 reactions. I need to see someone crying while they're watching the Star Wars Han Solo fucking trailer.
I need to know exactly what every single person I know thinks of this trailer.
And they have to be acting the way I'm reacting. I need to get that reassurance from random ass people.
Don't worry, we're going to be talking about another trailer later on.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah.
But it'll come out a week and a half later.
No, because this one came out yesterday, so
it'll be a week late only.
Yeah. Anyways.
So I'm actually more excited for Deadpool 2 than I am for Infinity War.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
I just don't care
About Infinity War?
No, Deadpool 2. I actually,
either one you don't care about.
Oh no, I'm suddenly kind of excited about Infinity War.
I've gotten less interested as it's gotten closer. It's like, wow, it's coming out this Thursday. I'm like, really? It doesn't seem like an obligation. Like I was more excited, I think, for Black Panther. Civil War was like, I was like shaking before Civil War. I was like so excited for Civil War because that was like, to me, the biggest sort of superhero movie up to that point in terms of everyone being involved in the conflict. The moral ambiguity. I
think I have my expectations right where I need them to be for Avengers this time, which is going to go in, I'm going to enjoy it while I watch it, and I will promptly forget about it afterwards, which is what happened with Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron.
Well, Age of Ultron, I thought at the time was better than the original, and I still kind of stand by that.
I stand by it, but they're both forgettable.
It's still just fluff.
They're both forgettable in the end.
Yeah, it's just sort of like Thor goes away for no reason for a while, and he kind of comes back and tells you something, and then you have Vision show up, with like a half hour left in the movie. And for Vision, he's so overpowered. I like how they try to prevent using him as much as they can, both in Age of Ultron and Civil War.
Right.
Because, like in the battle at the airport, shouldn't Vision have been there first and just wiped just wiped the floor with everyone? Instead, he shows up halfway through the fight, and it's just like, yeah, he kind of does a few things here and there, but not really.
Right.
Which is probably why in Infinity War they're going to kill him like in the first 20 minutes to get him out of the way.
Yeah, I think Vision's pretty much absolutely guaranteed to bite it. Yeah, I think the reason why I have more interest in Infinity War than I did is only because within the past 2 months, I think I watched Black Panther, finally saw Guardians Volume 2.
It's on Netflix. Is that where you saw it?
No, my buddy brought it over. Oh. And then I finally saw Thor Ragnarok, which was fucking fantastic. Just absolutely amazing.
You're entangled in your core a little, by the way. You might want to.
Well, whatever. Nothing I can do. So yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting it to be the be all end all, but I still haven't seen the first Deadpool.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, by the way, you're like now like off the camera. What happened to your longer cord for your headphones?
It is long. It's just there's a slight knot.
Oh, I use the straight one.
Yeah.
I don't use the coily one.
I've always used the coily one.
It's overrated.
Me.
But Deadpool. Did you see the second trailer for Deadpool?
No.
Okay. That's why you're not excited for it.
Oh.
The second Deadpool trailer really shows the confidence that Fox has in the project, and the fact that it's really going to go off the rails. Even the first movie, I thought played it safe here and there. Like, yeah, it was Deadpool, and I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, but I know that they could have gone more over the top. This one looks like they actually are, because you have a whole team coming back. You still have Colossus and teenage Warhead,
Negasonic. Warhead.
So she's back with cute hair this time, not bald. But you have like Terry Crews in it. You got other characters. You have Domino in it. And then you also, though, have it looks like with Cable in there, they have an actual budget this time out for the movie.
Oh, that's good.
Because the whole trailer is like almost wall-to-wall action. In the first movie, remember, there's only 2 action sequences, 2 set pieces in that movie. At the beginning, on the bridge, and at the end of the movie.
So I've heard, yes.
And in the middle, it's like, yeah, there's some action here and there, but there's a lot of like just romantic subplot and stuff that it's not as Ryan Reynolds carries it, obviously, but they really string it along. This movie looks like, okay, they know it's going to make money. We're going to put some bucks into this.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's why this looks more exciting. Plus, they take shots at everything. There's a nice shot at DC in the trailer.
Oh.
So that's going to hopefully be in the movie. Do I want to give it away or just tell you?
Yeah, go for it. Tell me.
Cable says, you're nothing but a freak who looks like a sex toy. And he stabs him in the shoulder. And Deadpool goes, so dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe? And the delivery's perfect. And it's with him without the mask on, but it doesn't matter. I hate the fact that with all these superhero movies, and Frank hates it too, that they're unmasked like 90% of the time.
Right.
With Deadpool, I don't mind it as much because he is in the mask a lot too, but it was funny.
That's funny.
And then he even says, pump the hate brakes, Thanos, early on in the trailer at Josh Brolin as Cable. So
nice.
it looks funny. I'm excited. I am excited I am excited for Infinity War, but just that now that there's a superhero movie every other month, it's like, come on. You know, it's going to get
for sure
tempered a little bit. And I actually saw Blockers with John Cena. That was better than I expected, that movie. It's like a sex comedy, but it's centered on a group of girls and not a group of guys wanting to lose their virginity. So that's a big change for the genre.
Sure. So
you can say I don't want to use the F word, feminist. But I mean, that's what it is, which is kind of refreshing. And it's it's written by men, but directed by a woman. So there's some collaboration there. But I do know from past experience, it's always tough to write for, and I wrote a screenplay in college, with a group of young women as part of it. And it's always, how do you if you're a guy, putting your head inside a woman in order to write them effectively? And I feel like they probably did as best they could, Mm-hmm. One of the 3 characters probably a little cruder than I think young women would be at that age. But then again, I don't know. I wasn't a 16, 17-year-old woman. So I don't know. Was I? I don't know. Maybe see what my eyelashes. Maybe I was.
You tell me.
But anyway, but it was funny. Cena was great. His chemistry, the chemistry between all 3 of them, Ike Barinholtz from Mad TV, who I always liked, John Cena, and God, I can't remember her name. She's in everything. She's married to the director of half of these. Leslie Mann, is it?
That sounds right.
Leslie Mann, yes. She's been in a ton of these. She's a 40-year-old virgin going back, and she's married to Judd Apatow. So I like all 3 of them. I can almost guarantee they'll do a sequel.
Oh, really?
I can almost guarantee, because they were, and there was heartfelt messages to them, and they all had story arcs and about accepting their children growing up and being empowered about making their own sexual choices. There was some. It was not what you would think going into it.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't just it wasn't just like a reverse Porky's. Yeah. Yes, there's gross out humor and gags in it. It's an R-rated comedy, which I love. R-rated comedies, there's not enough of them, but there really was some heart to it. So I was like, oh,
that's cool. So
Cena's going to be a big movie star. I think he's going to. I can almost see Cena, based upon this, having. I don't know, saying he's going to have more range than The Rock, but The Rock is pretty much settled into I'm The Rock in every movie.
Yeah.
At least Cena showed off.
He's typecast.
But Cena at least showed off some good comedic chops here and timing and everything. So
that's cool.
So there you go. Anything going on with you, Ian?
No, I've been good. My buddy and I went up to L.A. Well, no, not to L.A. We went on a road trip. Last week.
Okay.
And we went up to the San Luis Rey Mission just to check it out. It was really pretty. There was a lot of neat architecture and arches and stuff that we saw. But we ended up going up to the Boston Red Sox Anaheim Angels game, and we got to see Ohtani pitch.
The one time he didn't pitch well.
Yeah, and that was the funny thing. So we got to see Ohtani pitch. And we didn't go up to see Ohtani. We went just because we wanted to go to a baseball game. He likes the Red Sox. I like the Red Sox. So we were rooting for the Sox, but then we found out Ohtani was going to play because he had been he didn't play the Sunday prior like he was supposed to. So we go to see him. My buddy gets interviewed for Japanese TV, which was fun.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Is he Japanese?
No.
Oh, they just randomly picked him out?
He's a really, really tall, hairy guy who looks like a Yeti. So
he stands out.
He stands out, yeah.
He's a typical American. that they probably put on TV.
Perhaps.
Like, this is the model American for Japanese viewers.
Sure. And he he got shelled, man. It was like 9-1, 10-1. The game was, and
well, that blister on his finger they showed after the game, so that probably affected it.
Right. So it was cool to see him. But yeah, we didn't get to see the skill.
And real quick about it, I guess Nintendo Labo came out last week, and the reviews have been, from what I've seen, pretty positive about it.
I haven't checked. People, of course, kept sending me their opinions on the piano, because that's what I'm interested in.
Seems like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they said it's neat and it's a lot of fun, and I might actually go try to find the variety control set today if I'm feeling up to it after the podcast. But I've actually kind of wanted to just kind of explore it myself and see what it's like. So I haven't done too much research on it, but you said that the initial impressions are pretty good.
Adults like it. It seems like it doesn't pander to kids. Like, it's an educational tool, but it doesn't talk down to them.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. This CNN article I thought was funny, just from it's called Nintendo Labo, My Demonic Children and the Weekend from Hell. Commentary: with some kids, Nintendo Labo can be a magical educational bonding experience. Mine are not those kids. So I'm guessing it didn't work out quite well for him. And I guess because you need patience, right?
Sure.
Like, this is not, even with just like Legos, you can snap them together and do whatever. This, you have to actually kind of know what the goal is before you get there, right? And know how to use the different like magnetic little pieces, and you know what I mean? Like, there's more going on here. So I guess if you have kids that are impatient, not used to something like this, I can picture being a nightmare.
Right. With Lego, you could open it up and, your kids could fidget with a couple of pieces and start clicking them together and all that, or playing with the minifigures. With this, there's really nothing to do except for follow the instructions and progress forward towards that end goal.
And I think that the also thing to know about this is that this is probably like a specific age group. Like, you probably can't be 3 and use this, or 4.
Right.
Probably might be a little tough. You probably got to be like, you got to know how to probably read and know how to use a controller. So we're talking like 6 or 7 at least.
Sure.
Getting up to there. Up to like maybe like 12, 13. Like, you got to specify like what the range is here more.
Right.
A 3-year-old isn't going to get anything out of this. They're going to look at their fucking Bejeweled game on their iPad and just play that.
You need to have some nimbleness in your fingers.
Nimbleness?
Yeah.
You can have stubby little 3-year-old fingers.
You can't have toddler sausage Oscar Mayer fingers.
Did you have toddler sausage fingers when you were a kid?
I think we all probably had little Vienna sausage fingers.
So now we're changing Vienna sausage. But they got the fishing rod thing going on. You got the piano, the robot thing. So
I'm really interested in the little gachapon house.
I didn't see that.
It's part of the variety kit. It's like a little house, and you can like twist the side and pop stuff in, and it makes the people who live inside the house look upset or confused.
Oh, yeah. I'm still very bullish on Labo. I think this is gonna work out very well in the long run. And I think they're gonna have like multiple sets of these in the future.
I think it probably will. I mean, like I said, without really looking, I honestly think it's gonna do about as well as I thought, which is about as well as any other weird Nintendo idea. It's gonna sell.
Yeah, I mean, even stuff that's now collecting dust like Nintendo Fit, they sold trillions of them. The Wii Fit stuff. So, speaking of that, someone asked about the collectability of this in the future because it's cardboard. I'm like, I don't know about that, but I do know that you'll be able to have brand new old stock forever. Anything produced now is going to be saved and hoarded by people thinking it's going to be worth money when it's not.
Right. And the other thing is, not everything needs to be viewed from a lens of collectability. That's not the main point of video games.
Sure. Plus, to me, this isn't a traditional, I guess, video game in terms of like, would you display it on your shelf? How do you display it? Would you have to build like the fishing rod and put it on the shelf display? I mean, no.
Or do you want it minty uncut? Like, uncut pressed card.
We're like traversing into the toy collectability and games at the same time.
It's weird for me that every time now that something comes out for games, the immediate thought is, what is this going to mean to collectors? Or how is this going to be viewed from a collectible standpoint? That we don't have to look at everything that way.
It'll sort itself out, I'm sure. We're dead and gone. We'll worry about the cardboard disintegrating 100 years from now. Like,
right. My immediate question is this fun to play?
I'm worried about getting Castle Country up to speed put it in that hot tub. That's my immediate concerns for the future right now.
I'm worried about getting through this podcast and having a burrito. I had a bad burrito last week.
You're going right back to the burrito well.
Well, no, it was just really shitty, and I need to get a better burrito in me from a place that I trust.
You didn't trust the place? Can we stop talking about burritos? I'm hungry.
It's hit or miss. I'm starving. Let's go.
Let's get a burrito after this. Let's go for some fish burritos or tacos.